Hello everybody, I'm Bradley from RaceBeacon, and today in this video we're going to be taking a quick look at the differences between the Haas and Aston Martin cars. So today we just saw the reveal. I am live off the end of my live stream covering the Aston Martin car launch, and straight away here you can see a couple of differences. We're going to go from left to right here and we're going to take a quick look. So if you look already at the front wing, there are slight differences in the shape where it appears that the Haas front wing right there is a fair chunk closer than the Aston Martin front wing is to its tyres. We also look at a whole as the wheelbase. We can see from here all the way down here, so that Haas tyre is slightly in front of the Aston Martin tyre, and if we go all the way to the back, the front of this tyre, so that's the wheelbase, we can see that actually that tyre's just a little bit further back. So it looks like Haas have gone for an ever so slightly longer wheelbase on their car, which should be beneficial as long as it's within the regulations. As we see as well, this second line clearly shows that again. We can see the furthest point of the tyre is slightly to the right of the end of the Haas tyre, and then of course we see the exact same thing there again. And now if we take a quick look at the floor here, we can see that this looks a lot more on the Aston Martin like what we were expecting off of the Formula 1 management models. You can see it's got two bits sticking out from the floor right there, whereas Haas have gone for a design that features four of them, and neither of them are as aggressive as the Aston Martin design. Now, the floor is where it's really key for the season, and the teams are absolutely going to be doing everything they can to hide each and every single element of their floor. Really, it's going to take a car upside down to ever really find out what's going on beneath these cars. Also, we have to take a look at the suspension, because that's a big question this year. Do we go with push rod? Do we go with pull rod? Not pull rod. That's a great joke. But it is expected that Haas are going for a pull rod suspension, whereas with Aston Martin, they've hidden an element, which means we cannot tell if they're going for pull or push rod. So we're going to have to wait to see until the filming day tomorrow probably what type of suspension it's actually got. Now if we move towards the rear of the car now, we can see it appears straight off the bat that Mercedes engine seems to be a little bit bigger than the Ferrari engine, or more importantly, the Aston Martin has it much more tightly packaged. We can see the bulge going all the way to the back of the car and then out of the exhaust as well. So this is where the engine is, whereas it's not quite as clear on that Haas car. You haven't got a massive bulge coming out. I mean, you can obviously see roughly where it is. But Haas have also gone for a much clearer bottleneck effect at the rear end, which is something that has typically been much more beneficial. But in this era of ground effect, could that be changing? Aston Martin seem to be hoping so. The rest of the floor actually seems fairly similar. There's not a massive difference here, and that's because a lot of the floor is still pretty tightly regulated by the FIA in these regulations, much like with the front wing. So now the rear wing is an interesting one, because as you can see, these are very different designs. The rear wing on the Aston Martin is a little bit further to the left than the rear wing on the Haas. Not by a lot at all, and it's literally a case of just some parts sticking out at the rear. But as you can see, fundamentally as a whole here, the main part of the rear wing and with the DRS flap is a lot further towards the left than we see on the Haas. So that potentially could lead to maybe even the difference between a high and low downforce setup that each of these are being shown to have. So that's something to definitely look out for when these cars hit the track. So there's a quick analysis. Honestly, there's not a lot more we can go at the moment, and Aston Martin are having their first track filming day tomorrow at Silverstone. So in the live McLaren car launch show that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, when something is inevitably leaked from that small part of track running by Aston Martin tomorrow, we're going to bring that up on the stream, so be sure not to miss it, and it would be a pleasure to have you on the stream as we watch the new McLaren cars being unveiled live. And another slight caveat, these cars are going to change a lot, even just in the 2-week gap we have to the first pre-season session in Barcelona. So my ending question for you guys in the comment section today is, which livery is your favourite so far? Would you go with the Red Bull, the Haas, or the newly released Aston Martin? Let me know down below. But until the next time, have a great day, and goodbye.